A trip to the mountains. 1. Planning the trip. One bright Saturday morning, John and Emily were sitting at the kitchen table, talking about their plans for the weekend. Jack and Lily, their children, were excited to do something fun outside. "Why don't we go on a trip to the mountains?" John suggested. "It's a perfect day for a hike." Lily's eyes lit up. "That sounds amazing. I've never been hiking in the mountains before." Jack was excited too. "Can we pack a picnic? I love eating outside, especially with a great view." Emily smiled. "A trip to the mountains sounds perfect. We can pack sandwiches, fruit, and snacks for our picnic. Let's leave after breakfast." The family quickly started preparing for their mountain adventure. They packed backpacks with water, snacks, sunscreen, and hats, ready for a day in nature. 2. The drive to the mountains. After breakfast, the Smith family got into their car and started the drive to the mountains. The weather was sunny, and the road was surrounded by trees and hills. As they drove higher into the mountains, the air became cooler and fresher. "Look at the trees," Lily said, pointing out the window. "They're so tall." Jack nodded. "I can't wait to start hiking. I wonder if we'll see any animals." Emily reminded the kids to keep an eye out for signs of wildlife. "We might see birds, squirrels, or even a deer if we're lucky." As they drove, the mountains came into view, their peaks covered in a light dusting of snow. The sight was breathtaking, and the family couldn't wait to explore. 3. Starting the hike. When they arrived at the trailhead, the Smith family got out of the car and stretched their legs. The air was crisp and cool, and the scent of pine trees filled the air. "Are you all ready for a hike?" John asked, adjusting his backpack. "Ready," Jack and Lily said together, excited to begin. The family started walking along a narrow trail that led into the forest. The trail was lined with tall trees, and the sound of birds singing could be heard in the distance. "This is so peaceful," Emily said, smiling as she looked around. "It's nice to get away from the city for a while." As they hiked, they passed a small stream with clear, cold water running over the rocks. Jack bent down to touch the water. "It's freezing," he said, laughing. Lily spotted a squirrel running up a tree. "Look, a squirrel. It's so cute." The family continued their hike, enjoying the fresh air and the beauty of nature around them. 4. Reaching the viewpoint. After hiking for about an hour, the family reached a clearing in the trees that opened up to a breathtaking view. They could see the mountains stretching out in front of them, with valleys and rivers below. "This is amazing," Lily said, looking out at the view. "I've never seen anything like it." John took out his camera and started taking pictures. "We should take a family photo here. It's the perfect spot." The family posed for a photo with the mountains in the background, smiling as the sun shone down on them. "Let's sit here and have our picnic," Emily suggested, unpacking the food from her backpack. The family sat down on a large rock, enjoying their sandwiches, fruit, and snacks while looking out at the incredible view. It was the perfect way to relax after their hike. 5. Exploring the area. After their picnic, the family decided to explore the area around the viewpoint. There were more trails leading into the forest, and Jack wanted to see if they could find a waterfall. "I read that there's a waterfall nearby," Jack said excitedly. "Can we go see it?" John checked the trail map. It looks like the waterfall is only a short hike from here. Let's go check it out. The family followed the trail deeper into the forest, and soon they could hear the sound of rushing water. As they got closer, the sound grew louder, and finally, they reached the waterfall. The water cascaded down the rocks into a small pool below, creating a beautiful and peaceful scene. "This is incredible," Emily said, watching the water flow. "I'm so glad we came here." Jack and Lily walked closer to the waterfall, feeling the cool mist on their faces. "This is the best trip ever," Lily said, smiling. 6. Heading back. After spending some time at the waterfall, the family decided it was time to head back down the trail. The sun was starting to set, and the air was getting cooler. "We've had such a great day," John said as they began their hike back to the car. "I'm glad we decided to come to the mountains." Lily agreed. "I loved the view from the top and the waterfall. Can we come back again soon?" "Of course," Emily replied. "There are so many more trails to explore. We can plan another trip soon." As they walked back, the family talked about their favorite parts of the day and how much they enjoyed being in nature. 7. The drive home. When they reached the car, everyone was tired but happy. The family loaded their backpacks into the trunk and got in the car for the drive home. As they drove down the mountain, the sky was painted with pink and orange as the sun set behind the peaks. Jack and Lily, exhausted from the hike, started to doze off in the back seat. "This was a perfect day," Emily said softly to John as they drove. "We should definitely do this more often." John nodded. "Absolutely. It's nice to take a break from our busy lives and spend time together in such a beautiful place." As the car continued down the mountain road, the Smith family looked forward to their next adventure together.